Everyone thought Ada would always get everything she wanted because her father was one of the richest men in Nigeria. But one day, she smiled at a kind young lecturer for a secret reason. She believed her plan would help her get the best grades without working hard. She was very sure she could never fail, but she was about to learn a lesson that money could not buy.
The next day, Ada asked her friends about the young lecturer. They smiled and said, "His name is Mr. Tunde. He is kind, but he never cheats." Ada laughed softly. She did not believe them. She thought, if I become his friend, he will surely give me the best marks in the final exam. So she made a plan to meet him after class.
After class, Ada walked to Mr. Tunde with a bright smile. "Good afternoon, sir," she said politely. Mr. Tunde smiled back. "Good afternoon, Ada. How are your studies?" Ada was surprised. He wanted to talk about her books, not her rich family. She smiled again and hoped her plan would still work.
The next few days, Ada found many reasons to meet Mr. Tunde. She brought him a notebook he had forgotten. She greeted him with a happy smile every morning. Sometimes she even carried a few books for him. Mr. Tunde always thanked her kindly, but every time they talked, he reminded her, "Study well, Ada. Hard work brings good results." Ada still believed her plan would make the final exam easy. One afternoon, Ada invited Mr. Tunde to a small cafe near the university. She bought him a nice meal and a cold drink. Mr. Tunde thanked her with a smile. As they talked, Ada quietly said, "Sir, I hope you will remember me when you mark the final exams." Mr. Tunde looked at her with calm eyes. Then he smiled gently and said, "Ada, every student earns the grade they work for. I cannot change anyone's marks."
The final exams came very soon. Many students studied day and night in the library, but Ada did not study enough. She smiled and thought, "Mr. Tunde knows me now. Everything will be fine." She closed her books early and went home, believing her plan would help her more than hard work.
The day of the final exam finally came. The classroom was quiet. Every student sat in their seat, ready to write. Mr. Tunde walked in with the exam papers and greeted everyone with a warm smile. Ada smiled back with confidence. She believed everything would go the way she wanted. Then Mr. Tunde placed the papers on every desk and said, "Read each question carefully. Do your best. I believe in all of you." Ada looked at the questions. Her smile slowly disappeared. The answers did not come to her mind because she had not studied enough. She looked up, hoping Mr. Tunde would help her, but he simply smiled kindly and walked around the classroom, treating every student the same. Ada understood that no one would write the exam for her.
The exam ended, and the students quietly handed in their papers. Some looked happy, while others looked worried. Ada slowly gave Mr. Tunde her answer sheet. She tried to smile, hoping he would understand her. Mr. Tunde accepted her paper with the same kind smile he gave every student. He treated everyone fairly, without choosing favorites. Ada walked away feeling unsure for the first time. A few days later, the final results were ready. Many students gathered around the results board with excited hearts. Ada walked forward with a big smile. She was sure she would see her name at the top. But when she found her results, she stood still. Her grades were only average. She could not believe her eyes. Ada felt sad and confused. She walked to Mr. Tunde and asked, "Sir, why did I not get the best grades?" Mr. Tunde smiled kindly and said, "Ada, I marked every paper fairly. Your grade came from your answers,
not from friendship. Success comes when we learn and work hard. Ada lowered her head. She knew he was telling the truth. Ada went home and thought about everything that had happened. She remembered how she had trusted her plan instead of studying. She looked at her books and smiled softly. From today, she said, I will work hard and earn my success. From that day, Ada studied with all her heart. She learned that money can buy many things, but it cannot buy knowledge, honesty, or a good result. That lesson stayed with her forever.
Months later, Ada became one of the hardest working students in her class. She studied every day, asked questions, and never looked for an easy way again. When the next results came, she earned excellent grades through her own effort. She thanked Mr. Tunde for teaching her the greatest lesson of all. Mr. Tunde smiled proudly and said, "The best success is the one you earn." From that day on, Ada knew that honesty, hard work, and patience always bring the sweetest reward.
Dear friends, always remember this story. Money can buy beautiful things, but it cannot buy wisdom, honesty, or true success. Work hard, be kind, and always do what is right. When you earn your success with your own effort, your heart will be full of joy. That is the greatest.
If you enjoyed this story, remember its lesson every day. Always work hard, be honest, and never look for an easy way to succeed. If this story made you smile, share it with your family and friends so they can enjoy it too. See you again in another wonderful Nigerian folk tale.
Thank you for watching this Nigerian folk tale. Remember, true success comes from honesty, learning, patience, and hard work. May your heart always choose the right path. Until we meet again, goodbye.